Again, I'll be back and explaining you your before going to the main topic. I want to recall your previous, that is Boyle's law. Okay, as you can see in the figure. Okay, in the figure you can see the two beakers are there. In the first beaker you see that temperature is constant, and the temperature is remain constant both the cases. And first beaker you see ki when we are applying pressure like 1 atm, okay, volume is also 1 liter, and when we applying pressure like 2 atm, volume will be 0.5 liter. So this is the statement of the Boyle's law. For a definite mass of the gas, volume of the gas is inversely proportional to the pressure applied on it, okay, at constant temperature. Okay, and mathematical expression, yesterday I have said that P is indirectly proportional to V, so P is inversely 1 by V. When you will remove the sign of proportionality, it will be P is equal to K by V, or PV is equal to constant. Okay, and if you will assume like if temperature remain constant and pressure is changed to from P1 to P2, then volume of dry gas change V1 to V2. So in that case, so first equation will be P1 V1 is equal to constant, and second equation will be P2 V2 is equal to constant. If you will combine both the reaction, both the equation, it will be P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So now our numericals are based on that relation only. Okay, so first relation is PV is equal to constant, or in the case of if you will take double pressure or double temp volume, in that case you will use the equation that is P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Now bete, you can check the numerical which I am showing. Example number 1, very simple example is there. You can zoom your screen and check it. The carbon dioxide gas filled in a container of a capacity 5 liter at 4 atm pressure. Okay, so 5 liter is a volume and pressure is 4 atm. Calculate the volume occupied by same gas at 1 atm pressure. So P1 is equal to 4 atm, V1 is equal to 5 liter, P2 is equal to 1 atm, and V2 we have to find out. So we will use the formula. So first of all we will write the formula, that is P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, 4 into 5 is equal to 1 into V2, and you can find out the V2, that is 20 liter. Now another numerical which is also very easy. The gas is filled in cylinder of capacity 20 liter at 100 atm. Okay, the 20 liter is your, so V1 is 20 liter and P1 is 100 atm. If gas is transferred to the another cylinder of capacity 50 liter, okay, then calculate the pressure applied on gas. So V1 is 20 liter, P1 is 100 atm, V2 is 50 liter, and P2 you have to find out by the equation, by the formula, that is P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, and answer is 40 atm. Now the another question number 3, which is very important question, and you can zoom and just check question number 3 properly, that the helium gas cylinder contain 50 liter, that means P1 is 50, gas at 10 atm pressure, P1 is 10. Calculate the number of balloon filled by same helium gas at 1 atm pressure if each balloon can hold 50 ml gas at 1 atm pressure. So here they have given V1 50 liter, P1 10 atm, okay, and pressure in the balloon when filled P2 is 1 atm. V2 you have to find out. So first of all you will find out the V2 by the equation P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So V2 is 500 liter. Now the another thing they are asking, that helium gas at 1 pressure, if each balloon can hold 500 milliliter. Okay, so total volume is V2 is 500 liter. If one balloon can hold 500 milliliter, okay, so what about 500 liter? So you can do it like that, ki 500 milliliter hold by one balloon. So how much? So 1 upon 500. So if you will be 500 milliliter is there, you have to convert this milliliter into liter also. So what you will do? Divided by 1000, and this 1000 will go above. So you can write like, you will cut it, and answer will be 1000 balloon. So number of balloons you can find out, total number of helium gas at 1 atm upon volume of each balloon. Okay, so in that way you have to find out. So I have given assignment on the basis of these numerical, where you have to apply the formula P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, and whatever the problem you will have, okay, you will get in the assignment that I will discuss in my virtual class. So hope you understand. Question number third. So first of all, in the question number third, you have to find out V2, that is the total pressure, and you know कि one balloon capacity, one balloon capacity is 500 ml. So you can divide this total 500 liter to 500 ml, and this ml has to convert into liter also, so that is why it is multiplied by 1000, because when you will divide 500 ml to 1000 will go up, and your calculation will be like this, it will be 1000 balloon. Now after that beta, I want to tell you some role of Boyle's law in our daily life. Okay, so the bubbles exhaled by scuba diver grow as he approaches the surface of the ocean. Okay, and this is because of the Boyle's law. The pressure exerted by the weight of the water decrease when a scuba diver approaches to the surface. So the volume of the bubble increases as they rise. Okay, so this is the use. And another example also I want to tell you on the basis of that. That is, that atmospheric pressure is low at high altitude, so air is less dense. Okay, hence a lesser quantity of oxygen is available for breathing. This is the reason why mountaineers have to carry oxygen cylinder with them. Is it? Now after that I want to tell you explanation of Boyle's law in terms of molecular motion. Explanation of Boyle's law in terms of molecular motion or kinetic theory. According to kinetic theory of gases, number of particles present in the given mass and the average kinetic energy possessed by the particle is constant. If volume of the given mass of the dry gas is reduced to half from its original volume, okay, reduced to half from its original volume, the same number of particles will have half space to move. As a result, number of molecules striking at a unit area of the wall of the container at the given time will get doubled. So the pressure also get doubled. Okay, and if you will see the contrast of this, if the volume of the given mass of the gas is doubled at the constant temperature, okay, the same number of molecule will have double space to move about. Consequently, the number of molecules striking at the unit area of the wall of the container at the given time will become one half of the original value. Thus, pressure of the gas will be reduced to half, okay, from its original pressure. Hence, it is seen that if pressure increases, volume of the given mass of the gas decreases at constant temperature, according to Boyle's law. So this is interrelation, or you can say this is the explanation of Boyle's law on the basis of kinetic molecular theory. So children, that's all for today. Hope you understand. Do the assignment, and if you will get problem, we will discuss in our virtual class. Hope you all are fine. Take care. Bye bye.